Hi dear friends, how are you all? Welcome to our YouTube channel HR Tutorials India. In this video, we'll be discussing an interesting topic, that is how to crack an interview. In everybody's life, everybody would like to crack an interview and get a job. But the difficulty thing is that everybody has a negativity in their mind that whether they will be able to crack an interview or not and whether they will be getting a job or not. So there are few processes and steps by which everybody can crack an interview and get the job. So wasting no time, let's get into the video and understand how to crack an interview. How to crack an interview. Before getting into the video in detail, let us understand in brief what exactly happens in cracking an interview and how to crack an interview. Importance of interviews. Interviews are the primary means by which employers access candidates' skills, qualifications, and personality fit. For candidates, it's the opportunity to present their abilities, experiences, and potential contributions. Whether you are the one giving or attending an interview, mastering the process is the crucial for the success. Presentation. Preparing for an interview is not just about knowing the resume. It involves researching the company, understanding the job role, anticipating questions, and practicing answers. For interviewers, it's about interviewing candidates' profiles, understanding the job requirements, and preparing relevant questions. Strategies for success. Applying proven strategies such as dressing appropriately, asking insightful questions, and effectively communicating your strengths helps both candidates and interviewers navigate the interview process smoothly. For candidates, it includes structuring responses using techniques like the STAR method, that is situation, task, action, and result. About the STAR method we'll detailedly discuss in the upcoming videos. Then come mindset. Entering an interview with a confident and positive mindset can make a significant difference. It allows candidates to handle questions calmly and thoughtfully. For interviews, maintaining an open, professional, and unbiased mindset ensures a fair assessment of the candidates. Then finally, the lasting impression. Whether you are interviewing or being interviewed, leaving a strong impression is crucial. Candidates should be focusing on highlighting their unique qualifications and how they can be added value to the company. Interviewers should ensure a positive and professional experience for the candidates, reflecting well on the organization. Process for cracking an interview. Now let us see the step-by-step process what are involved in cracking an interview. Preparing for interview. So this is one of the steps where it has sub processes like the research of the company, knowing about the job description, and prepare your documents. These are the 3 steps which are involved in preparing for the interview. Then comes prepare your answers. Now let us see what comes under prepare of your answers. Practice common interview questions. Prepare questions to ask the interviewer. So these are the 2 questions which comes under prepare your answers. We'll discuss about all the step-by-step process in detail in the later part of the video. But now let us understand what all processes are and the step-by-steps are in the process of cracking an interview. Then comes master your preparation. Dress appropriately, be punctual, make a positive first impression. Body language matters. So these are the 4 parts which are involved in mastering your preparation. Then comes during the interview. Now let us see what all things to be done during the interview part. Listen carefully, be honest and authentic, stay calm and collected. Should be showing enthusiasm. Ask thoughtful questions. So these are the points which need to be remembered while getting interviewed, that is during the interview. Then comes after interview. Now let us see what is the step-by-step process after the interview. Follow up with the thank you email. Reflect on your performance. So friends, these are the 5 steps which are involved in processing cracking an interview. Now let us understand in detail about each step. Preparing for the interview. In preparing for the interview, we have researched the company. Now let us see what all things to be kept in mind while researching the company. Before attending the interview, it is crucial to thoroughly research the company. This includes understanding their mission, core values, the products or services they offer, and keeping up to date with any recent news or projects they are involved in. Knowing about their last developments can demonstrate your interest and commitment to the role, while also helping you answer questions more effectively. Additionally, exploring their company culture through platforms like Glassdoor or LinkedIn gives insight into their work environment. For example, if you are interviewing at a tech firm, be aware of their latest product launches, how they will position themselves in the market, and their industry impact. This can give you an edge when discussing how you can contribute to their success. The second part is know the job description. Carefully study the job description is essential in understanding what the employer is looking for and in a candidate. By analyzing these key skills, qualifications, and experiences mentioned in the job posting, you can tailor your responses during the interview to align with employers' expectations. Prepare specific examples from your past work or projects that highlight your skills and experiences meet the requirements. For example, if the job you are applying for emphasizes teamwork, think of the project where you have worked collaboratively with others to achieve a goal. Share how your contribution helped their team succeed, which will show that you possess the required skills. The third point is prepare your documents. Ensuring all necessary documents such as your resume, references, certifications, or work samples are ready and organized in a key part of interviewing preparation. Bringing multiple copies shows you are well prepared and professional. It is also important to tailor your resume for the specific role you are applying for, emphasizing the skills and experiences most relevant to this job. For example, in instance, if you are applying for a marketing role, make sure that your resume highlights relevant marketing campaigns or projects you have worked on. Having an updated and polished resume in a neat folder reflects attention to detail and readiness. So friends, this is about the first part, preparing for the interview. Now let's go on to the second part, that is preparing your answers. In preparing your answers, we have practice on common interview questions. Interviews often include standard questions like tell me about yourself, why do you want to work here, and what are your strengths and weaknesses. Being ready with clear, concise, and relevant questions and answers gives you an advantage. The STAR method, that is situation, task, action, and results, helps you in presenting your answers in a structured way, ensuring that you highlight your skills effectively. The STAR method, that is situation, task, action, and result, helps you in presenting your answers in a structured way, ensuring that you highlight your skills effectively. For example, in an instance, if you ask about a challenge you faced at work, describe the situation where the problem and challenge, the task what needed to be done, and the action, the steps you took, and the result, the outcome or success achieved. By practicing this kind of formats makes your responses more organized and impactful. Then comes prepare questions to ask the interviewer. Now let us see what are the questions that can be asked to an interviewer which will give a more impact on the interviewer. It is essential to prepare few well thought out questions to ask the interviewer, as this shows that you are genuinely interested in the position and have done your research. It also gives you an opportunity to learn more about the role and company culture, which helps you in accesses if it's good fit for you or not. Ask questions like what does a typical day look like in this role, or how does this position contribute to the company's overall objectives, which demonstrates that you are thinking beyond the interview and envisioning yourself in this role. For example, if you ask what are the opportunities for growth within this role, or how does the company support employment, you signal that you are interested in the long-term career and want to contribute to the company's success. This also gives you valuable insights into the potential for advancement and support for the employer. Then comes master your preparation. Now let us see what all points are covered in mastering the preparation. The first part is dress appropriately. First impressions matter, and your attire plays a big part in how you are perceived during an interview. It is crucial to select an outfit that matches the culture of the company you are interviewing with. If the company's culture is formal, wearing a suit is a safe bet. However, if the company has more relaxed environment like a startup or creative agency, business casual might be acceptable. Regardless of the dress code, make sure your outfit is clean, pressed, and fits properly, as this demonstrates professionalism and attention to the detail. For example, for a corporate job, a formal suit might be expected, while for a tech startup, a business casual outfit, such as collared shirt and slacks, might be more suitable. If unsure, it's always better to dress slightly more formal than casual. Then comes be punctual. Arriving on time is a basic yet crucial step in demonstrating professionalism. Plan your commute in advance to avoid any unexpected delays. For virtual interviews, test your internet connection, microphone, and camera before the interview begins, and log in early to ensure everything works smoothly. For example, by arriving 10 to 15 minutes before or early gives you a buffer to settle in and make a calm, composed entrance. If you are attending virtually, logging in early shows you are prepared and reduces technical mishap. Then comes make a positive first impression. First impressions set the tone for the entire interview. Greet the interviewer warmly, offer a warm shake hand if in the person, and maintain a friendly yet professional demeanor. Eye contact and a smile demonstrate confidence and approachability. For example, start with a polite greeting like "It's a pleasure to meet you" or offer a firm shake hand. For virtual interviews, greet the interviewer with a smile and make sure you sit up straight to convey confidence. Body language matters. Now let's discuss about body language. Positive body language can significantly impact how you are perceived during the interview. Maintaining good posture, nodding, smiling, and making eye contact show that you are engaged and interested in the conversation. Avoid negative signals like crossing your arms or slouching, which can suggest disinterest or nervousness. For example, if you are seated, sit upright, not occasionally, to show understanding and avoid fidgeting. These subtle cue signals that you are listening and confident in your responses. Now, let's get into the fourth step, that is during the interview. Now, let us understand what need to be done and what need to be very careful during the interview. Listen carefully. Listening attentively during an interview helps you understand the questions fully and respond appropriately. It's important to take a moment to gather your thoughts before answering. And if you don't understand a question, feel free to ask for clarification. For example, by saying, "Could you please elaborate on the question?" if you are unclear, shows attentiveness and a willingness to respond thoughtfully. Then comes be honest and authentic. Being truthful in your responses and showcasing your authentic self helps build trust with the interviewer. Rather trying to present an overly perfect image, focus on highlighting your genuine experiences, strengths, and areas of improvement. For example, when discussing weakness, choose something real like, "I tend to overanalyze projects, but I have been working on managing my time better." Then comes stay calm and collected. Now let us see what need to be done during the interview, that is the third part. Staying composed during the interview allows you to think clearly and answer questions confidently. Taking a deep breath or a pause before responding can help you collect your thoughts and provide well-structured answers. For example, if you are unsure about a question, you could say, "Could you please clarify what you mean by that?" to ensure understood the question before answering. Then comes show enthusiasm. Expressing excitement about the role and the company signals that you are genuinely interested. Positive body language such as nodding and leaning slightly forward and using an upbeat tone when discussing aspects of the role or the company demonstrate that you are engaged. For example, "I am really excited about the opportunity to work on your upcoming project and contribute to the team's success." Asking thoughtful questions. Now let us see what thoughtful questions need to be asked. At the end of the interview, asking well-prepared questions about the company or the role shows that you are done with your research and you are very serious about the position. These questions also helps you if the role and the company culture are the right fit for you. For example, asking, "What does the success look like in this role?" or "What does your typical day look like?" can give you a deeper insights into the positions and expectations. Then finally comes the step, that is after the interview. Now let us see what need to be done after attending the interview. Follow up with a thankful email. Sending a thank you email within 24 hours of the interview is a professional gesture that reinforces your interest in the position. Personalizing the message by referencing specific topics discussed during the interview can leave a positive impression on the interviewer and help you stand out from the other candidates. For example, "Thank you for sharing the insights about the team's upcoming projects. I am excited about the potential to contribute." This shows that you are very engaged and attentive during the interview. Then comes reflect on your performance. After the interview, taking time to reflect on your performance can help you identify strengths and areas of improvement. This self-assessment allows you to build on your experiences and enhance your interview skills for future opportunities. For example, if you felt nervous about this specific question, you might practice answering similar questions to boost your confidence for the next interview. This reflective practice is crucial for continuous improvement and growth in your interview skills. Cracking an interview requires thorough preparation, authenticity, and a positive mindset. By taking the time to research the company, practicing your responses, dressing appropriately, and follow up after the interview can leave a lasting impression on your potential employer. Remember, every interview is a valuable learning experience, so continue refining your approach to improve your chances of success. So friends, hope you understood how to crack an interview and the step-by-step processes which need to be followed for cracking an interview. So friends, hope this video might be helpful for you in cracking an upcoming interview in your life. So wish you all the very best in your upcoming interview. So friends, this is all about how to crack an interview in detail. If you have any questions or queries related to this video, please do comment in the comment section. I'll be happy enough to answer all your queries. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.